I'll take it. Sorry, I accidentally started a game on Armory Pod, where you get 4 heroes and you get some starting weapons. And I had it on easy by accident because it's default when you start a new game. And I ended up making it all the way to the 10th floor, which is further than I've ever made it for the escape pod, if memory serves. So I was really kind of impressed and surprised that I had made it that far. Um, it's just... it was a nightmare. Especially since you can't get replacement heroes, but... food replicator. And... Kip. Tesla module. Prisoner pods. I'll sell it if I find something. That one is going to be really hard to kill. That toxic cloud is going to reduce the damage output of any hero I send in there so much that it will make it very difficult for me to take him out. Unless, of course, I gang up on him. Activate that because it has a major module. With Crystal Spires, those will attack my majors, so I think I'm better off placing Science Creator here, out of the way. And in fact... Oh, you know what? I had forgotten I had this. Destroy that and put in its place tear gas. That is going to make a huge difference on monster destruction for that room. And then Tesla module, because I'm expecting Crystal Spires might hover their way over there. It is actually possible that this may connect. Okay. Yeah. By dividing their, oh, very difficulty kills him in less than 1 second. I'm not quite sure what you mean, but, you know there's actually a hard difficulty that gets unlocked if you beat the game on, quote, too easy. And there's actually a special module for it. I think it's a sanitary module. Maybe someday I'll get good enough to play on that, but for right now I'm not going to worry about it. Activate that. So now everything's coming from a single direction, which is fine, I guess. Oh, wait. I remember why I wanted to do that, because I can Science Creator. Neurostun module. And then join up with all my compatriots. Glad the toxic gas cloud finally dissipated. Uh-oh. Fuck. I'm gonna wait. No, I'm not. Might be able to take him out before too much comes in here. Got him. Same deal here. There. I'm actually pretty happy with this setup for now. It looks like I may connect from here over to here as well. And if I do, that's phenomenal, because even though I'm going to have a shit ton of monsters coming out through this way, Everything's coming from one direction, and I am able... Everything's coming from one direction, and there's a benefit to that, which is that I'll simply have the longest corridor possible to get to my crystal. I'm not going to be able to take out that thumper. Need to stop this guy, though. Shit. Uh-oh. I'm not going to make that. I am really lucky that didn't end up spawning some significantly harder waves. Now that she's in this room, she'll regenerate a little bit of hit points. Sarah is the fastest character in the game. Like, she has the highest speed stat there is. And she's only doing a lot of damage here because she has Occam's Gouge, which I think is the best sword in the game. There's two that are kind of tied for it. On top of which she has an orange jumpsuit, also adding a whole bunch of speed to her. So she is significantly better equipped than she would be normally. But her ability to get around the battlefield quickly and to use Runaway and go around even faster is a significant improvement. As for Ken, he has really high hit points, very good speed, and exceptionally high attack power. It's not the highest that there is, but it's still pretty up there. These two I always take together, because one of the nice things about Ken is that since I can send Sarah off to do her running, especially when she has to use the crystal, or she's exploring and I want him at a choke point, he gets a bonus for being by himself. And that additional attack power is oftentimes the equivalent of having a low-level weapon. And since he already has a weapon equipped, having a low-level weapon plus that is kind of awesome. Yeah, there's no way that that's even remotely close to the gouge. I can't keep all this stuff. I know I can't use that. I'll sell that. And now that I can power up all those rooms, we're going to have a much easier time since the waves won't be so hard. Oh, and one of the other things really worth mentioning about her hit points are some of the lowest in the game. Not the lowest, but down there. And, wow, I actually found a better weapon than the gouge. I'm taking it. Now, that fuzzy... If I still had Ryaka from before, then or Rekia, whatever her name is, I would have added her, or given her that fuzzy. It's kind of a shame, but since I'm about to unlock Mormish, I should say, then Golgi will be next. Those are the last two characters I need to unlock, and then everybody will be available. Which also means that it will be a lot easier to do certain runs. So those merchants ended up really well equipping us. Wow. 3 different characters. Actually, rather than power that up, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take her and Golgi, and I will have them go to this room. And now I can power it up with this dust. And there's Tro! So, most of the game's roster is on this particular floor of the dungeon for no apparent reason. Yeah. Damn it! I was actually really hoping that would work. Because then I would have been able to power up like this and a bunch of these. Ugh. Incidentally, the next time monsters spawn, I'm probably going to lose those two and probably those merchants. Those guys are less of a concern. They're unlikely to explode on the crystal. They are going to be minor annoyances for other modules, but I need to get to here because I pretty badly need to stop that rhino from doing what he's going to do. You know what? I can't. I'm just going to have to make peace with that. Get everyone to here. And actually, even though the crystals will eventually get these, I'm going to lay down all these prisoner rods because this is a pretty sizable wave. And I need them weakened. In fact, because this is such a sizable wave, okay, as soon as those guys hit the room that we're in, I'm going to activate War Profiteer. And once I do that, we should make a significant income. Not bad. I'm guessing that he destroyed whatever his target was. Now he's waiting for his own personal annihilation. Actually, it looks like he didn't destroy anything. I'm kind of confused. Those two might actually destroy something. Like, one of them killed a merchant. Both the heroes are still up. That's kind of surprising. Yeep. Wow, those guys are, come on. That was a little scary. Both heroes are up because nothing entered the room. I thought some stuff spawned there, because I remember seeing them fighting. Uh-oh, we never actually repaired these modules. That's not good. See, he's fighting now, which makes him unlikely to survive, because he has no weapon. Oh, and I can't activate War Profiteer. And that's the second to last door in the dungeon. You two should try to go take out this guy again. They seem to be doing okay. Wow, Opbot survived again? That is really ridiculous. He's so incredibly weak when it comes to attack power. I like it that dust is following her throughout the entire map because she's faster than it. It's pretty funny. Alright, all heroes, go to here. You open this door. So I said I needed 500 to level up everyone, right? And I'm still over 100. Damn, that feels good. Sarah's moving at a pretty good clip, considering that she has that crystal. Every once in a while, you'll finish up a level, and there'll be like a stele that'll give you 100% speed boost, and as a result, you'll just like race to the end, and there's absolutely no worry whatsoever. So I've got 2 more floors, and then I'm done. It's a little later than I'd like it to be, but I'm gonna try to finish up this run before going to bed. Because this is something that I could actually win. A new picture. Probably because I unlocked... What's his butt? So far there are no new pictures. Oh, wait a minute. There's a new picture. This one. No, that's not new. Oh, here it is. Spry for a paraplegic would love to get a DNA test or pull that mask off. Alright, moving on. Hipster Scarf would be great if I didn't already have Armani suit. Although I could put spacesuit on him. He'll lose a little bit of defense, but he'll gain some extra hit points and health regen. I don't see why not. I mean, it still sells for a decent amount. The only real downside will be that I'll lose a little bit of DPS, but I don't think that's a big deal at this point. So let's sell off the suit. Yeah. I'll hold on to that for now. Although, she'll gain 18 points of damage if I put this onto her, and have almost an attack every half second, or 2 attacks a second. That's pretty impressive. So we'll move on. Anything worth researching? Autodoc shards are always good. This is a pretty decent choke point. Tear gas. Prisoner prod. And actually, just in case. Please don't pick on my merchant. I want to power this up instead. By powering this up, there's nothing that can get to here without going through another location. So let's have them both go here. Shit, I hope I have enough to power this. It's self-powered, that works too. barely managed to save his life. Um... Yeah. I do want to power this section up, but I kind of have to just go with the flow. That's going to make things a lot easier. Much smaller waves. And, ooh, tear gas tier 2. Perfect. And then gold sheet. And then what does this do? Oh, this is the, decreases speed, but significantly increases attack power. That's the highest DPS that you're ever going to see on, Momir, or Momish. I have not picked up the emergency generator yet. I haven't found too many instances where it's useful. It costs like 60 industry to place down, which is really expensive for a major module. Come on. I am, however, half tempted to create a shop here and just leave Mormish at the shop, because the next door that I open, he'll probably end up producing between 1 and 2 dust every door I open. 2. Okay. 2 dust is still perfectly sufficient, and, you know, guaranteed dust every single floor is something that just doesn't come along that often. Oh, no, you don't. But have you made use of the emergency generator, and was it worth it? I assume you're asking because it was. Please work. It worked. Now, I can set up the food replicator there. I want to see if there's any additional science. Stella's probably going to break in another room or two. If you screw up badly and lose dust. Okay, that's a fair point. I will pick it up at your suggestion. This is actually the best choke point that I could hope for. Prisoner prod and Neurostun module? No, I'll do those in another room. I don't think I have anything attacking minor modules on this floor. And if that's the case, then I can create death hallways, and that would be pretty decent. No monsters? Okay. Shit. Actually, make sure Momir stays there. He just exploded there for absolutely no reason. He may have been set off by a hero running by or something, but that was extremely odd. Anyways, aside from those detonators, I don't think I saw anything else that I need to worry about. So I'll go like that. That should make for some safer times. Set up another food generator here. And I'm going to wait before constructing another major module, only because I'm worried that I might have overlooked an enemy type that will end up doing bad things. Actually, if I go like that... No, there's nothing in that room, doesn't matter. Look at Sarah go! Definitely getting Tear Gas 3. Wait. Shit. These rhino creatures are some of the most obnoxious things in the game for me to have to deal with, because when they open up doors, they can end up chaining, and when that happens, it can destroy your entire run. I've already had it happen to me a couple times. It's between them and the, what's the other guy? The Rhino Riders. No, I'm sorry, between them and the Suicide Zombies. So neither of those seem to be dealing with the minor modules. I'm going to assume that they're not going to deal with the major modules either. So let's throw down another food replicator. I have 4 doors, 5 doors available. So I think that can justify throwing down another food generator. And now that I have 30 food generating, I'm just going to see if I can get science, and then I'll be set. I mean, I haven't really been using too much in the way of science as is, because I still get like 3 doors worth before I have to do anything else. Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. Go like that, just before monsters can spawn. Alright, now that I've drawn them away a little bit, I'm gonna have Sarah get down here and stop him. Uh-oh. Ah, shit. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I did it again. There. What I really wanted to do was that. I think I'm going to have to keep them close. I don't want to let any of those rhinos through. And having Sarah have an easier position to fall back to is kind of important as well. Okay. Let's have you 3 move back to here, so at least stuff is being forced through this room. I'm confused. I see the rhino. Oh, he's coming for this door. Okay. Okay. So far, so good. And we've got our 2 bonus again. I think they're really missing a sniper in this game. You know, somebody who can fire at the enemy in another room. The farther the room he's in, the slower he fires, the more damage he does. That actually sounds pretty good. I don't know if you've ever bothered, but the company that makes this game has a forum that they set up. And if you go to the forum, there's actually a lot of places where they solicit community advice. They recently did something involving... oh, Hikensa. They did something involving adding a new monster to the game. So there's going to be a patch coming, a free patch, that's going to add a new type of monster to the game that was community made, or at least picked. So they came, the community suggested 3 different monsters, and then they put those up to a vote, and one of them won. I forget which one, and so there'll be new content soon. Impressive. But as for specifically how your idea is, I like it. I think you should suggest it. And I would also make it so that the range is only 1 room maximum. And frankly, if I was gonna go to this game and say you can only attack someone who's in the same room, I know. And if we had like a sniper who was here, and then you could give him operate through a scope, then he would be able to operate a module, stay back from all the fighting, and still totally annihilate, or at least support heroes in another room. So I do think that there's some merit in that. I just want to make sure there's nothing here I haven't forgotten I needed to get. I'm forgetful sometimes. Also, since nothing's attacking the major modules, we can throw that down. Shit. Alright, since those things shut down, near stun, and 3 kip cannons. That should thin out enemy forces pretty well before they get to us. I wonder if these are going to connect up. It's starting to not look like that's the case. Not bad, but not good enough. Okay, so some of these will connect up. Woohoo! Look at her go. Now, are there any special... I mean, he's getting attacked, but he's probably gonna die. Yeah, that's the noise for him dying. He can fire only in a straight line. He cannot fire in a room he cannot see in, so another thing you need to do is add night scope. Allow him to see in the dark. Uh-oh. I just want to collect that real quick. No, I kind of get what you're saying. I mean, if I had the sniper here... Oh, fire only in a straight line. So if I had the sniper here, he could fire into here, is what you're saying. I think it might be a bit strong to have him be able to attack to here. His attack cooldown would have to be a lot higher as a result. But if he does more damage on a per shot basis, that wouldn't be too unbalanced, I think. So he could sort of take out maybe one monster if it has not a ton of hit points. One is food. Hey, I finally found the exit. None of these mobs have been so overpowering that I felt the need to make a break for it. However, we should get back to safety. Huh, even the fast monsters can't catch her. And the rhinos... that one they might actually be able to succeed at. just in case. Oh my god, this was a terrible idea. Let's go like that and get her back. Please. I kinda don't care if he knocks down that door anymore, because that is horrifying. Also, this is what I get for not saying that those mobs were all that dangerous. I think we need to fall back. That is terrifying. So, oh, you know what? I figured out why that was terrifying. One of those Tesla turret and tear gas. But the Tesla turret only focuses on anti-module monsters. Zone device, that's good. For a wave like that, I mean, the wave was huge because the rhinos knocked down those doors. They wouldn't actually be that nasty otherwise, because I was forced to ignore them. Now the zone device. It's actually better than that. Interesting. Actually, I want to keep the aftershave because that sells for a very high price. Okay. Going through here. I don't know if I can keep her out here. I think we're about to have another wave just like we did before, because I can't really stop that particular rhino from opening that door. And it's not like he's going to get busted by opening it. Actually, here, let's throw down... And I'll throw down another Neurostun and some Kip Cannons. Okay, if the Rhino wants to knock down that door, he's going to have a lot more work ahead of him. And as for this door, I think he's trying to come at it from the side. I'll just have to keep an eye on this. Yeah, because nothing's coming up this way. Did it again. This this might actually end up being a record for most deaths I've collected. Okay, so there's only a couple doors left, of which this is one. And that was the last one that could actually spawn an enemy. So at this point, there's nothing to be gained from keeping him there. What I will do, however, send Sarah up here and see if they're... take down big guys. Level 2 blink. Blink would allow him to move to a room you lighted. Higher the ability, the higher the blink range. Second ability would be a headshot that ignored armor and does double damage. It's pretty impressive. Against one target, I assume. Oh, yes! Now, if I am correct, none of these doors can spawn monsters because the room has already been explored. So I'm just generating the resources. So I got my Neurostun, and now we just have to make it out of here. Now, with all those heroes in the room, they should be able to hold off what little aggression is going to come out of them. So now we get a new wave. Besides, as soon as I plant this crystal, they'll be annihilated. Bye. Wow, I've been playing for 2.5 hours. Jeez. That's funny. I've never heard that one before. Okay, this is it. This is the last floor. I've almost finished this. Jesus fucking Christ. 2.5 hours. Once I finish this, no matter how it goes... Actually, if I find the exit, I'm making a break for the exit. I unlock Golgi. That means every character in the game is unlocked. Weird as hell, quick, smart, mostly hungry. Primarily known for burglary, infiltration, and eating insects. Interesting? Not especially. I'm going to level up the Tesla module because I don't know what kind of monsters on this floor yet. Self-powered room. I'm really getting nervous about the fact that there hasn't been a single major module slot this entire distance. And I can't leave anyone here because the toxic cloud will make them terrible. Thank God we have Hipster Scarf, otherwise that would be a very serious debuff. Claymore Mine. I am focused on getting the hell out of here. Wait a minute. Oh God. That's a really bad combination of monsters for me. Shit. Well, it's the last level. It only makes sense that it would be somewhat difficult, doesn't it? And then tear gas. gas is at 3. Okay. Don't need that for sure. Still worse than the sonic gun, interestingly enough. And surviving kit only unlocks repair, as opposed to first aid kit, which provides placebo, which is phenomenal. Although I kind of wish I could get a better first aid kit than I have. Where's all the fucking dust on this floor? Barely enough to light up one fucking room. And actually, it might have been a better choice to make this a neurostun module and fall back to the next room. I'm going to set that up now, anticipating the need. Tear gas. And dual kit. This floor is extremely nerve-wracking. That's the exit? We're done? Sort of. I do have to actually make it there. But I can make this a... Let's see, leave Golgi there and move Ken here. This might actually work out in our favor. I'm going to do something even though I know this is not going to win the game for me. You can't have abilities active while you have the crystal, but just to demonstrate that as a fact. See, it's not even operating, and we're also about to see how big this floor actually is. I got completely lucky and just arbitrarily picked the right direction. Alright, everybody's getting out. I'm actually just kind of curious to see that last door open. Yep. Now we're leaving. I did it. I did it. And I got a new high score! Ha 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 ha! And I unlocked 2 characters that I needed to unlock. These splash screens show exactly what your team composition is. Momir, Golgi, Ken, Sarah. And it's specific to each party composition that is possible in the game, which is actually kind of cool. I'd also like to point that what they arrive to at the surface looks a little bit different depending on who's in the party. I don't know why that would make any sort of a difference, but here we are. I did it. Oh my gosh, what an effort. Oh. Whew. Alright, I want to see. Do that. Close this. All achievements. Graduated med school. I'm just looking at some of the, I would try multiplayer, except unfortunately I don't have anyone to play with. Never use pause in a winning game. The album. That fun stuff. That's interesting. That's it. I've got every single character unlocked. And additionally, Infirmary Pod, Armory Pod, Library Pod. How do I get this? Need to fulfill. Never have a crystal lose HP in a winning game. That one's going to take a bit. So, for anybody else who happens to be watching, it's about 11 p.m. where I am now. And I think I'm going to get to bed. If you want to see more of this, follow me on Twitch. You can also follow me on Twitter so that you can get a tweet whenever I'm going to be streaming. You also get some tweets when I upload information to YouTube and whatnot, or export things to YouTube. So I am on Twitter at AbusiveYoda, twitter.com/AbusiveYoda, and I also have a YouTube YouTube channel, youtube.com/AbusiveYoda, and hopefully I will see you guys there. Have a good night, everybody.